This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2010, The Best Food for Muscle Recovery and Reducing DOMS by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com, and I'm your host and narrator, Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy Wednesday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I read to you from popular health and fitness blogs to help you optimize your health, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now, it is Wednesday, and like I do every Wednesday, I'd like to share a little bit of inspiration with you. So with that, here we go. Quote, "There are many wonderful things that will never be done if you do not do them." Charles D. Gill. All right, and with that, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. The Best Food for Muscle Recovery and Reducing DOMS by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com. Delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, is an experience many of us are all too familiar with. The discomfort you might feel in the days after a workout is a sign that change is taking place in your muscles. So, DOMS isn't really a bad thing. But feeling a little sore can often put us off exercise for a few days, and it certainly makes toilet trips a pain in the, well, you know. Here are the nutrition strategies for reducing DOMS and the best food for muscle recovery and reducing soreness. First, what is DOMS? DOMS refers to the prolonged muscle soreness you might feel after a tough workout or exercise session that usually has a delayed onset, peaking around 24 to 48 hours post-exercise. Now, this pain may last a few days. You might be familiar with having a tough time sitting down or walking up the stairs the day after a leg session or a hard run. For something that's so common among athletes and active individuals, we don't actually know the exact cause of DOMS. More research is needed in this area. But we do know DOMS is more likely to occur if you've increased your exercise intensity or weights and resistance training, particularly eccentric lengthening exercises, or started an exercise you weren't accustomed to, or if you're getting back into exercise after a long break. During these types of sessions where we push our muscles to their limits, micro tears to the muscle tissues occur. This also results in an accumulation of lactic acid in the muscles. Post-exercise muscle soreness is believed to be due to this small amount of damage, as well as various biochemical changes and inflammation that occur after the muscle damage. Putting our muscles under this type of stress is actually beneficial. Our muscles recover by repairing those micro tears, making the muscles a little bigger and stronger as they're exposed to this stimulus over time. So, this feeling of muscle soreness in the days following exercise is an indication that this repair and recovery process is happening. While this is all part of the process, some nutrition strategies might help to minimize the soreness and help you get moving again the day after your workouts. The best food for muscle recovery and soreness. There are plenty of gaps in the research when it comes to DOMS and why exactly it occurs. So while we can't definitively say that nutrition will prevent DOMS, especially if it's a new workout or it's been a while between sessions, we can recommend good recovery nutrition strategies that science suggests can reduce soreness. Here are the best foods for muscle recovery and reducing DOMS. 1. Caffeine. Caffeine has been shown in studies to help reduce the onset of DOMS. In 2 studies, participants were either given caffeine pre- and post-exercise or given no caffeine at all. Both groups were given the same exercises to perform in a high repetition range. The results showed those who ingested the caffeine reported reduced DOMS compared to those who didn't consume any caffeine. How does this translate for your own workouts? It looks like your regular coffee could actually help reduce the chances of post-workout DOMS. Keep in mind that caffeine is also beneficial for performance when consumed prior to your workout. However, remember to keep your caffeine intake in check to prevent sleep issues that can negatively impact your recovery. 2. Omega-3 fatty acids. A few studies have suggested that omega-3 fatty acid supplementation on a regular basis could reduce DOMS due to the anti-inflammatory effect of EPA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid. This will reduce biochemical markers in the muscle that are associated with inflammation and, therefore, DOMS. The key here is that the omega-3 fatty acids were given over a period of time, so it is important to think about what your normal omega-3 intake is like. Try to include omega-3 rich foods into your diet on a daily basis. These include chia seeds, walnuts and flax seeds, and oily fish such as salmon, tuna, herring, and sardines. And 3. Polyphenols. Polyphenols are also known as antioxidants and found in many plants. Studies have looked at the potential for foods rich in these polyphenols for reducing DOMS post-exercise, particularly tart cherry juice and pomegranate juice. Both of these were given to study participants regularly over a period of time, but found that the reduction in DOMS wasn't effective for all types of workouts. Focus on regularly consuming foods that naturally contain polyphenols, as this may have the potential to reduce the likelihood of DOMS. So basically, think about incorporating plenty of fruits and vegetables in your diet. Don't forget the 4 R's of recovery. While specific nutrients have been examined in the research for their effect on DOMS, eating a balanced diet is also key for your post-workout recovery. A really easy way to remember this is to just think of the 4 R's of recovery. 1. Refuel. Refuel your body after tough workout sessions. This is key to help replenish the carbohydrate stores you have just used and to provide protein for your muscles. Some ideas for refuel meals and snacks include chicken salad with a roll on the side, tuna or salmon sushi and sashimi, homemade protein blueberry smoothie, and canned tuna on crackers. 2. Repair. Help your muscles repair with protein, the building block of muscles. Remember that while a post-workout hit of protein is essential, so is consuming protein across the day with each of your meals. Your body is in recovery for up to 24 to 48 hours post-workout, so every meal and snack is an important opportunity. Quality protein sources include eggs, meat and poultry, fish and other seafoods, milk, yogurt, and cheese, as well as nuts, seeds, and legumes. 3. Rehydrate. Rehydrate your body after your workout sessions to replenish lost fluids and electrolytes. Water is always optimal. However, in hot weather or when you've had a large fluid loss, meaning greater than 2% of body weight lost, then electrolytes may also be necessary. Milk is a great option since it contains protein for muscle repair and electrolytes for rehydration. And 4. Revitalize. It's not just protein and carbohydrates that help your body to recover. Vitamins and minerals are also essential, particularly the antioxidants that could help with muscle soreness. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables and prioritize rest to help your body recover. You just listened to the post titled, The Best Food for Muscle Recovery and Reducing DOMS by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I'm really glad that today's author, Jessica, mentioned how important hydration is, especially when you're experiencing delayed onset muscle soreness or DOMS. This is because, as Jessica said, when we're experiencing delayed onset muscle soreness, it's because little tears have formed in the muscle tissue. When this happens, proteins along with other compounds get released into the bloodstream. Now, this is normal, but there is a potential side effect of this process. These proteins and other compounds can damage other organs, like the kidneys. This condition is called rhabdomyolysis. The cool kids call it rhabdo for short. Now, does this mean we should avoid delayed onset muscle soreness at all costs so that we don't end up with rhabdo? No, absolutely not. If you like staying physically active, it would be nearly impossible to avoid experiencing sore muscles at some point. Luckily, to avoid rhabdo, all you need to do really is stay hydrated. So, be sure to hydrate after your workouts. Water is usually the best. Most of us don't need to buy any of those fancy waters either. And there's no need to overhydrate. If your urine is a pale lemonade color most of the time, especially after your workouts, that's perfect. That means you're adequately hydrated and less likely to experience rhabdo. If your urine is clear, you're getting too much water. You're overhydrating. If it's dark yellow, that means you need to drink more water. All right, that'll do it for another edition of Optimal Health Daily. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.